When you become a TYT member, not only do you get exclusive content, you become a part of our family. Click the link in the description box below to join the home of progressives.
It just broke just recently, actually, but Megyn Kelly is apparently out as the host of NBC's Today show. There had been sort of rumors going around she was not going to be appearing for the rest of this week, but she is now formally out. She also has dropped her talent agency and gotten a new lawyer. All of this coming in the wake of her comments about Halloween and blackface coming earlier this week. So, although it's interesting from my point of view, Megyn Kelly has always been extremely questionable on topics like this, so I don't know why everybody's so shocked all of a sudden. But what she said was awful, and they apparently are taking it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I thought what she said was obviously, it was so stupid that I didn't think it rose to the level of awful, because it wasn't, it wasn't a particular thing that she didn't do it, right? She was just saying, when I was a kid, it was fine, because I never bothered to think outside the limited scope of my world. I never, because I have no empathy, I never thought about anybody else. There were so many things that she had said that suggested I thought that her hiring at NBC News was a terrible one and wouldn't work. Also, if you just from a business point of view, she appealed to that audience. She's a very good broadcaster. She is given, so I don't know what she would, her belief system seems a little messed up, but if I imagine she'll go back to Fox and she'll probably do well. I don't know that there's anyone else who will hire her. NBC News also made the decision to get rid of a pretty popular last hour of the morning show with Hoda Kotb and Kathy Lee Gifford, and replace it with Megyn Kelly Today. It's gonna be very awkward for the next host of Megyn Kelly Today not to be Megyn Kelly, or maybe they'll just hire another Megyn Kelly
if they can find one.
If they can find one.
Seems common enough.
So I don't know, I just find it surprises me that this is the thing that got her. It's so surprising to me that I think that the ratings were bad. She's making $23 million a year. So I think my guess is, and it's just a guess, that she was done anyway. Like they were gonna, they were figuring out maybe it was gonna happen at the first of the year over the holidays, something, and now this happened, and they're like, hey, let's get this going now. But they're gonna have to pay her a tremendous, because that just didn't seem fireable to me. And her apology was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
as apologies go.
Yeah, but the thing is, her apology as far as, it's different than most, because apologies always get bungled. Somehow, I'm always confused as how someone's apology goes. I can't believe you'd say that to me. You should be sorry. But so from that aspect, she was saying she didn't know, and we talked about on the show. I wasn't here, but we talked about how it's based in ignorance. Megyn just didn't know. Megyn Kelly's going on 48 years old. I'm sorry to give her age, but everyone knows it's easily searchable. I'm 38 years old. I've heard of it.
How could you not know?
Hey, if you didn't grow up in the time of minstrel shows and blackface and understanding what it was, your favorite celebrities since 1990 have been getting in trouble for minstrel blackface appearances at Halloween. So it's not new. It's not, hey, I didn't know about this whole Halloween thing. Remember the Orange is the New Black costume that the dancer from Dance with the Stars, I think it was her, one of them did it, and she darkened her face and she caught hell for it. And then she goes, oh man, I didn't know. So move aside and say, oh, you didn't know, but then I think the icing on the back of this whole conversation that Megyn Kelly had on that show was, it's just so hard to keep up with the PC nature. Like us normal people have to keep getting offensive.
That's right.
Who are the abnormal people? You're the normal person who doesn't know the history of blackface and the effectiveness it had on people in the country from as far back as any kind of entertainment that we've had, and the way that it portrayed black folks, and a lot of people that have these perceptions of them that went on to murder them on a mass scale. You don't know about the background of anything of that. If you don't, be quiet and wait and learn. Instead, after she caught backlash, then she says, you know what? I needed to it's time for me to start listening. You should have started listening a long time ago. Back when you told that 14-year-old black girl who was getting beat up by police in Texas, hey, maybe she shouldn't have been doing that to Santa Claus and Jesus were white.
She's no angel, something.
Yeah, she was no angel. How do you know? Right. But okay, so I don't want to make you can't make full assessments on someone's potential discriminatory basis is off of a few things that they've said, but there's been several. And she's not dumb, as you said.
No.
She knows.
Yeah, she's smart.
So I guess my problem with the apology was I'm just this person in the media that's read a million things, but somehow I missed the blackface memo. Yeah. She didn't miss that memo.
And compared it to black people doing whiteface, because those are the same.
Right, because that's all, first of all, that happens all the time. And let me tell you something, Jayar.
I saw that movie.
If you ever do that, I'm gonna get very offended. Because that's always offended me to my core when black people do whiteface. That's been going on too long in America, and we've got to put a stop to it.
I agree. Yeah, I'm largely in the same position as you. I feel like, I mean, considering the amount they were paying her, I don't think that they would have fired her based purely off of that comment. And obviously, I mean, many people find it incredibly offensive. People can defer on that. Certainly, her presentation of the topic seemed to be aggressively ignorant about that topic.
Yeah, it was like, I don't want to hear it from anybody who's going to tell me that this isn't, this is offensive. You know what? I like Diana Ross. Hey, there's a flow chart. I talked about this one. There's a flow chart. You guys can find it on the internet anywhere. Ask the question, should I dress in blackface for Halloween? All signs point to no. If you go, no, but I actually like the character I'm dressing up as, that sign points to no. If it's like, no, I'm not actually a racist, that sign still points to no. You're gonna have a fabulous time at your Halloween party if you dress up as Diana Ross, if you dress up as Stevie Wonder, and you don't darken your face.
Can I just, as we go out,
You'll
I want
still
to say,
get there.
as we're nearing Halloween, you never met her, but my ex-wife was black, right? And I wanted to go Halloween every year. We never dressed up, but I wanted to go as Ike and Tina Turner. But she would go as Tina Turner, and I would go as Dwight Eisenhower, and we would tell everybody, we're Ike and Tina Turner. And I thought, come on, that's so good.
Last thing I want to say on this, to those who have freaked out about concern about blackface, I just think it's weird that there are honestly people who get more offended at being told they can't do blackface. They think it's more reasonable to be mad about that than to be mad about the blackface in the first place. You could literally go as any costume as you want, basically. And because you can't do this one particular thing, you get pissed off about that. I will never understand that approach to the world.
Super last thing, and to plug your show, Wednesday on the Damage Report with John, we also did this ad that was down in Florida by obviously a white supremacist racist group. I mean, put all the names on
the robocall?
The robocalls about with Andrew Gillum. It's exactly what a minstrel show would be. So it's 2018, but it's still happening. And when you hear that robocall and you compare it to what these minstrel shows were that were done in blackface, it's not like you could miss it. It's not over. It didn't stop in 1902.
Yeah.
It's still happening, and it's purposeful to make people go, you know what? I hate that N-word guy.
On the go? Don't worry, we got you covered. You can still listen to TYT at our new podcast network. Find us on Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, or at tyt.com/podcast.